Well, come with me as I show you 5 beautifully spooky places you can visit in South Wales. Well, hello, welcome from South Wales. As the title suggests, I'm going to show you 5 beautiful places, yet they've all got a spooky atmosphere about them. And many have got ghostly tales or legends associated with them. And the places I've chosen, they're all easily accessible, open to the public, and free. Although you may have to pay for car parking at a couple of them. As you can probably see, the weather's not brilliant again, but as we're getting close to St. David's Day, I thought it'll be a perfect time to show a bit more of my local area in South Wales. If you didn't know, St. David's Day is on the 1st of March, and it's like a National Day of Wales, a celebration of Wales and being Welsh. It's named after the patron saint, St. David, and he lived in the 6th century. And of all the saints, the patron saints of Britain and Ireland, he was the only one born in the actual country he's a saint of. St. David was actually born in Wales. And when you're young in school, it's a really good day because the girls go to school in the national costume, in Welsh national dress. The boys normally just wear a rugby jersey. You wear a leek or a daffodil, the symbols for Wales. In the morning you have a concert, and in the afternoon it's normally half day, you get to go home. Well, before I forget, if you want to see more of Wales or keep up to date with our travels, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't worry, it doesn't cost you a penny, trust me. So let's get started. Here are my 5 beautifully spooky places you can visit in South Wales. So I'm filming this on Merthyr sand dunes. So I'll start with a place that's very, very close. In fact, it's just behind the car park. The ruins of Candleston Castle. Well, actually, it's not a castle. It's a fortified manor house dated from the 14th century. Well, the story associated with Candleston Castle and Merthyr is about a mysterious stone known as the Goblin Stone. It's meant to have supernatural powers. There's also meant to be a lost village in the area as well. By the way, if you want to find out more about these places, I'll put links below to videos I've made earlier, and you can find out more details in those. Anyway, the story of the Goblin Stone may be connected with the fact a lot of Celtic stones and crosses were found in this area. And if you want to see some of them, in the churchyard of St. Tylo's, which is just on the road in Merthyr, less than a mile, at the back of the graveyard, they've got a display showing some of these stones. And the earliest dates from the 5th century. For our next location, we're only going to travel about a mile away to the ruins of Ogmore Castle. The castle dates from the 12th century and sits on the banks of the Ewenny River. Well, the castle itself is meant to be haunted by a ghost of a white lady who guards some hidden treasure which is buried somewhere within the castle grounds. And she's meant to haunt or torment anybody that becomes too greedy looking for it. By the way, as I mentioned at the start, all these places are free to enter. For our next location, we're going to stay in the Neath Abbey area, and we're just going to travel a bit up the road from Ogmore Castle to Ewenny Priory. Well, from the outside, Ewenny Priory Church is quite austere, but if you go inside and travel to the back, you'll find some of the best examples of Norman Romanesque architecture surviving in Wales. Well, this Norman Romanesque architecture even inspired J.M.W. Turner to paint it. He painted a watercolour of the interior back in 1795 when he was touring South Wales. So what's the tale associated with Ewenny Priory? Surprise, surprise, it's another white lady. There must be a lot of them around in Bridgend and Neath Abbey area. But this one is a more sinister ghost, and because she committed some evil deed, she must roam the earth for eternity as penance for her actions. Don't forget, if you want to find out more about Ewenny Priory and these stories, check out the videos below. And watch out for the white ladies in Bridgend. Now we move west to Margam Castle and the ruins of Margam Abbey near Port Talbot. Well, Margam Castle is actually a large country house which was built in the 1800s, and the neighbouring Margam Abbey was once a thriving Cistercian monastery which was founded in the 1100s. Within the grounds of Margam Castle, you can find the ruins of the abbey, and these include a 12-sided chapter house which dates from the 13th century. There are many ghost stories associated with Margam Castle and Margam Abbey, and these include ghostly monks which can be seen wandering the grounds and the ruins of Margam Abbey. But the most famous ghost is the ghost of Robert Scott. This angry spirit can be seen on the staircase of Margam Castle. He was actually a gamekeeper, and he was murdered by a poacher back in 1898. You can actually find his grave in the neighbouring Margam Abbey church next door. And finally, we travel slightly further west to another location, the ruins of Neath Abbey, founded in 1130. In its heyday, it was one of the most powerful and biggest abbeys in Wales. Well, despite its turbulent history, quite a lot of Neath Abbey still remains. Back in the 13th century, it was ravaged during the Welsh uprising. Then it was dissolved in 1539 by Henry VIII. And during the Industrial Revolution, the site was used for copper smelting and as an iron foundry. This industry left a heavy toll on the site. The ruins were nearly buried by 7,000 tonnes of slag, and it wasn't until the 1920s that the site was excavated and cleared. There are many ghostly tales about the area, but as you would expect, being an abbey, most of these involve sightings of ghostly monks wandering the ruins or the grounds of Neath Abbey. I managed to go through that list before the rain arrived. So that was my list of 5 beautiful yet spooky places to visit in Wales. There are many more, but those are my favourites. Anyway, Mel and I hope to see you on our travels very shortly, either in Wales or somewhere around the world. So until then, that's a bye.